So I have a disturbing follow-up revelation from dishwasher soap bubbles, and that is soap suds. Suds equals bubbles by Divine Ordinance. Bubbles equals 63, suds equals 63. So soap suds equals 114, which equals dishwasher. And soap bubbles equals 114, which equals dishwasher. So let's get it on the board. So it's already official, but so soap divides by 3, bubbles equals 63. Soap is 51, bubbles is 63. Well, by Divine Ordinance, suds equals bubbles equals 63. So soap bubbles equals dishwasher equals 114, dividing by 3, and soap suds equals the same thing. And then a bonus on this number 114, 3-digit all factor 8. It's a 6-fold set of 19s, which is the 8th prime. So I always split that into a double of triple 8s. You got 6 19s, which is 6 8th primes, triple 8 plus triple 8. There you go. So we solved all soap, all suds, all soap, all bubbles, all dishwashers, and the obvious combination of soap suds equal dishwasher. Good night. Soap suds equals soap bubbles equals dishwasher. Don't you just want to like fill your dishwasher with like that like bubble detergent and just like let it crank for a while and then just spill it out? You know, I really think we need to do these things in more fun ways. Like, I'd love to see the ultimate dishwasher. Now that everything has like colored LED lights and stuff, I'd like to see like a transparent glass dishwasher, automatic dishwasher that's all glass, so you can see everything that goes on the inside, and it's got like cool LED rainbow lighting on the inside, and it might even like play music if you want. No music, no, please, no music, but LED lighting, and then like some awesome like soap bubble like creation, like a mixture between, I don't know how much bubbles they actually, like the actual floating bubbles, you know what I'm talking about? Like the kid blow wand bubble jars that like, and they like blow like and drift in the wind, those kind of bubbles. Those kind of bubbles, you know, with the proper soap material for plates and dishes on the inside of this thing, all in glass, and so you press the button and it's just like this bubble fest. It's like actually really like pleasing to look at, and everyone, it's like it'd be a great sales tactic. I mean, just for the sake of the beauty of it, someone should do this. Anyways, I like bubbles a lot. You just put bubbles like en masse anywhere and everyone's happy. When you go to Disneyland, like the Toy Story parade, Disney California Adventure, and they have those bubble machines that just like spew down bubbles like rain and snowflakes upon the crowd. All dirt cheap. Everyone's happy. The kids are just like running around, singing their heads off. Bubbles equals suds. Too cool. And then you just put like suds everywhere. You're just like, okay, this is so ridiculously simple. Anyways. And then the word spheres divides by 3, and the word circles divides by 3. Like just to throw a few other obvious words that go with bubbles and suds. Spheres and circles both divide by 3. Why? Because God is plural. God is 3 persons. And God is abundant. Circles, plural. Spheres, plural. Bubbles, plural. Suds, plural, divided by 3. You want lots of these things. And I love the word lots because it ends in love, with the famous OTS, which is at the center of the word history. Love. Lots. Lots of love. And when you say lots of love, that gives you like a total beauty fest, because love equals love, OTS equals love, and then the L and the O and the F make another half of love plus another 6, 33. Lots of love in lots of bubbles. So lots of love and lots of bubbles and lots of suds and lots of spheres and lots of soap. It's like joy and happiness is not complicated. Just flood the theme park with bubbles. I'd like to see someone create like a dream water park and make sure there's bubbles everywhere, like bubble machines. We need people who are inventing for fun and joy and laughter. Come on, people. Come on. Come on now. We need people inventing for love and joy and laughter. Oh, I just need... Anyways, God's sovereign. He has a plan. He has a plan. Someday, I'm going to be in charge, or someone's going to be in charge. It's like, got really cool, good ideas. And we're going to put money and manpower towards real things. Please, as quickly as possible. Okay, so fun stuff. No, seriously, like water parks for the family. My brother and I were just talking the other day. Our favorite water park growing up, well, not like we had many, was a splashdown water park, but the tube run, the river run, Big Jim's river run, where you could like jostle. It was a long ride because it had those dips in it. You would splash into these pools, going down in layers like that with tubes. So you could throw tubes, jostle, you could make chains, you could dam up the run, you could like, it was awesome. But like people, I want to see families and people getting back into physical recreation like that. Like, let's make a water park that's like pure tube runs that are wide and just let people jostle like they did back in the day. Like, enough with these rules. Just let people jostle, throw things at each other, get balls. Like, someone invent just like the perfect sponge-like ball that you can just fill a water park with. Like, just fill the park with these things. And they just, you know, they're fun enough that you can whip them at people without hurting people. You know what I'm talking about? You just fill a pool full of balls and people are just like, it's nonstop fun. But I just like to see families and people get back into physical recreation and physical togetherness fun, rather than, you know what I'm talking about. Just all this, you know, isolating stuff in their own home. Okay, it's summertime. Get out there with your family. Do something in the name of love. Get some bubbles and some suds. Go on the trampoline with, we used to do that all the time. Trampoline divides by 3. So trampoline with bubbles. I mean, we did that, and soap, you know. Trampoline divides by 3. You can find love in a trampoline. But man, things have gotten way too safe these days. It's like, now you can't even get the old school trampoline that was like capable of holding water en masse. Now they're all like these, you know, soft mesh things that, like, you know, you can't, make sure the kids can't bounce too high. We wouldn't want anyone getting in. You're just like, please, people, allow us to live a little. Anyways, there's my simultaneous promotion of like all things bubbles and suds, and pure water park fun for the whole family in general. Okay. As you can see, I have a lot of ideas that should get worked on. So we keep solving everything. That's fun. No, seriously, you know, if I did get to create like a dream big project of like a family fun center type place, I think a water park would be pretty well near the top part of my choice list. Because they're so healthy, so life-giving, people getting active. There's all these ridiculous lies floating around these days about the sun being harmful for you. Oh, don't get too much sun. You might die. You might get skin cancer if you go out in the sun. I'm just like, Adam and Eve lived in perpetual sunshine. Now, we all know they had slightly less UV back then than we do now. But, I'm just like, people have been living for hundreds of years before us, like completely healthy and happy, like in abundance of sunshine. It's like, don't go out into the sun, you might die. I'm just like, actually, no, the reverse is happening. People are like depressed because they don't have enough vitamin D, and they're just like, their bodies are covered, their roofs are covered. It's like, they're not. Anyways, water parks, fantastic fun, physically life-giving, entertainment galore, water, just, and then do it ozonated water. Don't put poison chlorine in the water. All these things we have to fix with our country. Canada doesn't have like hardly any ozonated pools. They're all chlorine, which is poison. It's poison. I don't know why we're not changing it. It's really retarded. It's really the most retarded thing in this country as far as a health decision is concerned. Oh, public pools infested with chlorine. No, do it like the Europeans do it. Make them ozonated. Ozonated is clean, life-giving. That's God's natural mechanism for cleaning the atmosphere, is ozone. Do that. Follow God. Don't dump a bunch of chlorine in the pool like a witch, you know, at her cauldron, like, I need to like create my poison brew that the people will jump in and start gasping in their lungs. You'll notice it. If you go swimming at a chlorinated pool, what you'll feel, as a result of your exercise, you'll feel the positive effect of endorphins in your body, making you feel good like this. But simultaneously, the longer you're spending in the pool, the more chlorine your body is soaking in, and so you're actually feeling nastier because of the chlorine you're absorbing. So essentially, your pool exercise experience in the chlorinated pool is like this nasty, like cross-bad effect, where you're experiencing the feel-good benefits of your physical exercise, taking you up like this, but you're soaking in chlorine by the second, and that's like a nasty on your body, and so you end up at the end of your 1 hour of fantastic physical exercise in the chlorinated pool, you end up feeling kind of groggy, like you feel kind of good, but you also feel nasty and like tired at the same time. That's unnatural, folks. Whereas if you swim in a non-chlorinated pool or you swim in the ocean, classic example, swim for a half an hour in the ocean versus swim for a half an hour in a chlorinated pool. At the end of the half an hour in the ocean, you will feel vigorous, alive, vivacious. After the chlorinated pool, you'll be like, you might even feel shallow of breath because the chlorine has like infused your lung base, and you're just like, it's like, are we stupid? Like, how long is this going to go on for? Go to Europe. None of the pools are chlorinated. Remember, the European Olympic teams refused to swim at the Los Angeles Olympics unless they changed the pool to ozonated. And so they did for the Olympics, and then they changed it right back afterwards. Oh, because we wouldn't want to, we wouldn't want to actually make our bodies healthier, would we? Oh, it's madness. Okay, so that's another big plug of mine. End the chlorine madness in our pools. Replace it with ozonated pools like Europe has had for years. If I was the mayor of Langley, if I was the premier of British Columbia, that would be the first task on my list as far as a health basic fix for the common public would be concerned. Out with the chlorine, in with ozonated pool cleansing systems, okay? You could even have a salinated pool if you wanted to, just like the ocean. It's like, get used to it, people. You'll get used to it in like one session, you'll never go back. Ay, ay, ay. By the way, if you're like a private, like multi-millionaire out there that wants to make a big ton of money, come and put in the first non-chlorinated pool somewhere where I live here in British Columbia and advertise the obvious health differences between the chlorinated guys and you will have every person in this whole lower mainland going to your pool. Because people are waking up and they're way more health conscious now, and they're understanding that there's something wrong with chlorinated pools. And there's nothing complicated to making a sale. It's called comparison. Try the chlorinated pool, and then try our pool. How do you feel 20 minutes after a 1 hour swim in each of the different pools? Oh, our pool makes you feel way better and way more alive and less like short of breath and like shriveled in your skin and dried out in your face. My brother Jay is extra sensitive to it. His skin literally looks like white powdery, like flakes of like whiteness, like a whiteness, like for the dryness that this chlorine starts doing on the skin when he gets out of a chlorinated pool. Okay? It's like, so, please, someone in the health recreation department get intelligent on this one, and you know what I'm talking about. Okay? And then I would like to see more families out in water parks. Drop kick your stupid fears about the sun. An excellent protectant for your body going out in the sun is to soak olive oil, natural, pure, extra virgin olive oil into your skin, all over your body before you go out into the sun. It's God's natural anointing and oil used all the way through the Bible. Yeah, okay. So I just really got into like water safety and like water health and like physical outdoor activity health in that whole subject. Okay, that was fun though. All on the subject of bubbles and suds.